Pride Month has been celebrated since 1970, though it wasn't officially recognized in the United States until 1999. Over the years, it has become more inclusive and now represents any identity across the LGBTQ+ spectrum. So let's take a look at our today's fan favorite picks for Pride Month movies, but first, those who are new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified about our new updates.
Filmmaker Matthias Delay's Korea quickly gets under the surface, exploring the naughty nature of relationships. So it's an involving and very moving film, packed with recognizable truths. Since the Last Time We Met is a sweet, self-reflective film that examines a queer relationship with incredible honesty. Victor is reunited by chance with his first love, David, 15 years after the last time they saw each other. The reunion revives the clandestine romance they had when they were younger. This film is phenomenal. The story is shown in a very beautiful and sentimental way. It is an intimate depiction of two men from different parts of the world who unexpectedly are drawn to one another. This is a love story that does not differentiate between sexuality, but centers on the human spirit and our vulnerability to love. While abroad with his fiancée, an American's unexpected connection with a man he meets in Tosca, Mexico, sparks a journey of self-discovery. Love Without Fear is a lovely film. The cast and story captivated me. You need to give it a shot at this Pride Month. All Our Fears is a 2021 Polish biographical film directed by Łukasz Gut and Łukasz Ronduta. It is based on the Catholic gay activist Daniel Richarski. Triggered by an unexpected tragedy, gay artist and activist Daniel, who is also a deeply religious man, tries hard to make the local community grieve together. Daniel is a young artist torn between his small village community, urban art galleries, Catholic church, and gay identity. When his lesbian friend commits suicide after suffering from homophobic heckling, Daniel's life mission becomes to redeem his community with an ultimate work of art, as well as not to lose Oleg, a local man he loves despite him not being able to embrace his sexuality. Golden Delicious is a Canadian coming-of-age drama film directed by Jason Carman and released in 2022. The film stars Cardi Wong as Jake, a Chinese-Canadian teenager who must confront the expectations of his family when he joins the school basketball team in a bid to get closer to his classmate Alex, Chris Carson, with whom he has fallen in love. When basketball-obsessed Alex moves in across the street, Asian-Canadian teen Jake finds himself trying out for the basketball team to get his attention. Beautiful movie with some lovable characters and a great art and sound direction. In From the Side is a 2022 British romantic drama film, directed by Matt Carter and written by Carter and Adam Silver. The film, which features Alexander Lincoln and Alexander King, tells the story of rugby players Mark and Warren from a cash-strapped, divided gay rugby club unwittingly sleepwalk into an adulterous affair, but must conceal their growing feelings or risk destroying the club they love. Carter had been involved in inclusive rugby for 8 years when the film was released. Following a drunken encounter, two equally attached men from a cash-strapped and divided gay rugby club unwittingly sleepwalk into an adulterous affair, but must conceal their growing feelings or risk destroying the club they love. A great direction by Matt Carter, and excellent characters, a truly engaging story and strong performances. The chemistry between two leads, Mark and Warren, is beautifully shown. Punch is a New Zealand sports drama film written and directed by Wellbeings. Jim is a promising teenage boxer who's training under the watchful eye of his demanding and alcoholic father. When Jim develops a relationship with a male classmate, they must navigate isolation, homophobia, and the brutality of small-town life. As Jim discovers what it means to be gay, he soon realizes how little strength has to do with heroism. flowing and keenly observant of its characters and setting. Punch swings above its weight class. Of an Age is a 2022 Australian romantic drama film written and directed by Goran Stilevski. The film stars Elias Anton as Cole, a Serbian immigrant in Australia who enters a brief but intense romance with Adam, the brother of his ballroom dance partner. Anton and Green give incredible, moving performances, with every emotion expressed subtly yet felt deeply. This was a brilliant piece of Australian cinema that deserves to be seen. Great work. Of an Age is slow to start, and it has quite an abrupt end, but the rest of the film more than makes up for it. A lonely New Yorker serendipitously meets a mysterious foreigner and sparks ignite. A meditation on life and love in the digital age. This romantic short film is directed by Timothy Ryan. A beautiful short film for the fine balance between the parts defining it. Good-looking actors and their good performances, the inspired romance, the air of old-fashioned tale, and the nice atmosphere. Two young point men, in love in the midst of the Vietnam War, led their squad in a desperate attempt to survive a botched Phoenix mission, despite their captain who has lost his humanity and who will use any means to win, including sacrificing the squad. It's 1968, and Vietnam War Army Sergeants Ian Alexander and John Reese heroically led their squad in a desperate attempt to survive and complete a CIA Phoenix mission after their platoon was overrun by NVA forces. Just prior to the Tet Offensive, the squad, Rangers Alexander and Reese, who are also exploring and fighting their own identities and attraction to each other, along with Doc, Thumper, Bird, and their disturbed Captain Henrik Prep to kidnap a Viet leader. They face trauma and betrayal, then mere survival as they endure gut-wrenching combat near the DMZ. Although queer people of many stripes have served in military conflicts from the American Revolution until today, many of these troops fought and gave the ultimate sacrifice for their nation but were prohibited to love legally or openly. The 10-Year Plan is a romantic comedy film directed by J.C. Calciano. Best friends make a pact to be together in a decade if neither finds love. With 2 months left until their deadline, they both scramble to find someone to avoid being each other's last resort. Meet Miles and Brody, best friends and total opposites. Miles is a hopeless romantic looking for Mr. Right. Brody is a sexy player on the hunt for Mr. Right now. These two friends make a plan that they'll be together if both of them are still single in a decade. Nearly 10 years later and still alone, both friends will do whatever it takes to avoid becoming a couple. Producer, writer, and director John Garcia's trilogy spanning The Falls, Testament of Love, and The Falls, Covenant of Grace allows me to wander around emotions of wonder, inspiration, hope as well as despair. RJ and Chris are two teenage boys raised in Mormon communities. Though both are poster boys for their church with perfect academic records and pretty girlfriends, buried feelings soon rise to the surface when they are assigned to serve a mission together as part of their rite of passage. From Risk to Rewards, a trilogy filled with faith, hope, and love. Utterly endearing and emotive. A movie to breathe, kiss, feel, and cherish forever. Shelter is a 2007 American romantic drama film produced by J.D. DeSalvatore and directed and written by Jonah Markowitz. It stars Trevor Wright, Brad Rowe, and Tina Holmes. It was the winner of Outstanding Film, limited release at the 2009. Forced to give up his dreams of art school, Zach spends his days working a dead-end job and helping his needy sister care for her son. In his free time he surfs, draws, and hangs out with his best friend, Gabe, who lives on the wealthy side of town. When Gabe's older brother, Sean, returns home, he is drawn to Zach's selflessness and talent. Zach falls in love with Sean while struggling to reconcile his own desires with the needs of his family. I adore this film ahead of its time. The movie is relevant, moving, joyful, tender, and heartwarming.
If you want more videos like this, then check out these two videos, or you can check the description links and don't forget to subscribe Pride Reviews for more new weekly updates.